Good evening. Hello, it's me again. And me, I'm hoping you know by now, it's Joy. Joy Ruffin coming to you from the Sunshine State, Florida. And we are having beautiful weather, but it's a little cool. But we need that every now and then. Tonight, my friend, it's discover your signature style and stamp it. Style with joy. Every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock, we come to you, and we come to you with lots of interesting tips and tools that you can use. Hello, ladies. Good to see you here. Always good to see you here. One of the things that we're going to be talking about tonight is sleeves. Why sleeves? Well, it's a part of a garment, right? An important part. And it's a part that it seems the past couple of years, and especially this year, there is more sleeve emphasis than ever before. So we're going to start off talking about the basic sleeve, and then we're going to go in all the different variations of sleeves. And we're going to talk a wee bit about how it applies to you and your body shape, because not everybody can wear all of these different beautiful design sleeves. I want you to keep this in mind as we go over and discuss a lot about sleeves. Let's make it exciting and interesting because they are. It's all about the fit, the armhole, the shape across the shoulder, and how it fits you through the bust line. That has to be on point, or it will take away and diminish my new keywords here, the value of your outfit. So you want to be really in tune to that. And can I say to all of you who show up here each and every Tuesday and Wednesday night, the loyal and faithful, I say, thank you for being here. It's always good to see you here. Enjoy seeing you here. And it's fun for me working the dials and working the agenda and putting up information, because for me, without my technical skills and my little genies on the side, sometimes those little technical gremlins get in. Luckily, I have people who have my back and they're always looking out for me. And do I love that? Because one never knows. The show, which was scheduled tonight for 7, somehow, my error, my mistake, was scheduled at another time. So for those of you who are here, thank you for being here. And those of you who will show up for the replay, I'm asking you to please type in replay and let us know that you were here. And we love it when you share. Sharing is fun, right? Tag your friends, let them know that we're here. And if not this time, the next time around, they can come and join with us, because we always give you tips and tools and things that you can share and conversate. A friend of mine, that's her word, over from time to time. And again, as I said, if you're here watching the replay, type in hashtag replay, and then we'll see you there. Now, also, before we get started with sleeves, and sleeves, never underestimate and put on the back burner or deny the importance of every part of your garment. And sleeves are important. It really makes a big difference. We've talked about slacks and pants and trousers, leggings, jeggings, and tights. And we've mentioned a lot of different things that I want you to be aware of as we move forward, for those of you who will come later for the replay. And if you have not signed up for your complimentary session, please do. It's complimentary, it's free. And if you have some one major concern that you'd like to have addressed, I'd love to share my opinion with you about it, because it's important, and you'll get lots of tips and tools that will benefit you. And then also the packages that I'm putting together for you, you're going to love, and you're going to get lots of vital information that you will love. Now, I'm going to put up and do a split screen this time. And by the way, one other point I want to make before we say so long for now. If you've not received your complimentary ebook, just type in the comment section style, STYLE, and that will be delivered to you automatically. And also, even though it's not this show, I'm going to ask you to, if you'd like to join either one of my Facebook groups, Style with Joy or Leading Ladies Leaving Legacies, type in ladies in comments, and you'll be automatically connected to my Facebook group. Is that not terrific? And there are lots of other goodies we'll share about a little bit later. Now let's get down to business. And by the way, Anna, good to see you here. I love the hearts. Let's talk about sleeves. Let's not underestimate or deny the value of the right sleeve for you. So stay tuned Stay in touch and listen to all of these terrific suggestions that we're going to share with you about sleeves. And then take it as it relates to you, and we'll go further. Now, wait, before I do this, let me see if I can do this over here, and then I can do a split screen. Yay, good, good, good. Now, one of the things, now, I heard myself, what am I saying? Now, how many times did I say now? Let's talk about sleeves a little bit. Everybody knows more or less. You understand, you know what sleeves are all about. But we're going to get to the nitty-gritty about sleeves. When we talk about sleeves, and we start with the sleeveless, all right? Everybody remembers our First Lady, Michelle Obama, and those arms, which initially a lot of people had a lot of stuff to say about. But Michelle Obama is a physical expert in the area of taking care of the arms. So she works out. So her arms were tight, toned, and firm, which is what we all want ours to be. I want mine to be. They're not right now, but they will be in time. That is my prayer, and I'm working at it. We don't want wiggly, jiggly, and creepy and crepey. Not if you're wearing sleeveless. There comes a point, my friend, for this show is not for everyone. It's for that woman who wants to be ageless and forever young, youthful, regardless to her age. And that means for a lot of us, oftentimes, wearing sleeveless is not going to work for us. Even if you've done all the work that you need to do at a certain time in life, things happen. If you don't have that issue, then do your sleeveless. But 90% of the women, after a certain age, whatever that age is for the woman, depending on many variables, she's not going to be able to wear the sleeveless. So then we go into the cap sleeve. Now, the cap sleeve is an interesting sleeve because it extends over the shoulder and it covers. If you have rounded shoulders and you have kind of sloping, sometimes the cap sleeve can give you a little bit more definition. And it depends how you use it. The cap sleeve is an extended or drop sleeve, not covering the meat of the arm, but a large portion of the arm. We all know about the short sleeve, right? And the elbow sleeve. The elbow sleeve, by the way, has become, maybe it's always been, but it seems to be very popular now, especially for the more mature woman, because most women, myself included, you put your weight on here from the shoulder down to the elbow. For whatever reason, the weight goes there. And then you get the jiggly, the wiggly, and the creepy and the crepey and all those good words that we don't want to really be associated with us. You get that. And what we don't want is that. So the elbow sleeve works for a lot of women. May I share this with you, my friend? It's a very difficult sleeve to wear. It's not a stylish sleeve. And unless it's in a phenomenal outfit or you're putting something over it, it's really not a pretty sleeve. It's hard to wear it and make it stylish. That's my opinion. Knowing fashion and style, you let me know what your thoughts are. Then let's go to the 3/4 or the bracelet length sleeve, which, my friend, is the most popular sleeve of all. Need I tell you why? You know why. Because you can wear all the jewelry you want to with it, and then you can wear and cover up the parts of your arm that so often you don't want to show, and yet you have a good line. Remember, when it comes to style with joy, your joy, not mine, your style with joy, finding the joy and the happiness that you want and the confidence with your style. We're talking about balance, harmony, and grace. That has to be a component of the look that you're projecting, or it's not going to fly or work for you. And so after the 3/4 or bracelet length sleeve, whatever name you want to give it, we go into the long sleeve, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the raglan sleeve. Okay, so let's just show a few of these, and then I'm going to talk about the new. Here's a raglan sleeve. Can you see the different variations of it? Now here's a sleeve that's a sleeve of old, and yet, bear this in mind, much of what was old and discarded and put away slowly is creeping back into our universe right here and now. And the raglan sleeve is one of those particular sleeves. And it can be, as you can see here, designed in many different ways and can be quite becoming depending on you and your body shape. Fabrics. Fabrics is so big. We're going to talk about fabrics at another time. But what I want you to remember and keep in mind when you are out to purchase and buy different tops and dresses for yourself with the different sleeves, you want to be mindful of the fabric because that's going to make a big difference. Now here, we're just showing you the different sleeve types. I'm going to see if I can take me out of this here, and then you can see this. It's not very large, but it's just showing you the different types of sleeves in a black silhouette and what that can do for the body. Makes a difference. Let's bring this back. And I'm going to put me back up. Now, just another variation of a cap sleeve. Extended shoulder, drop shoulder. You can use in the name that you want. Now here's one, cap sleeve again, extended shoulder, however you want to see, a drop. It's more of a youthful sleeve, isn't it? I don't know many, not many, there are always some. Most, many, some, remember that? Not for everyone, nothing is. Most mature, ageless, forever youthful women, that's not going to be a sleeve that's appealing. Yet, there are always exceptions. And I'm showing you everything because we don't want uniformity in our style. We want style that's unique to us. An extended drop shoulder. Sassy, great arms, can work with the V. Now here is a sleeveless. And let's speak to this a little bit. This is a younger woman, yes. But it's not about that. It's about the cut of this sleeve. This is not an easy sleeve to wear if you have not taken the best care of your body. We're very hi Roz, we're very health oriented here. So we're thinking about what looks best on our bodies. And let me tell you, my friend, we all need mirrors and we need best friends who will share things with us. That's a pretty dress, but that might not be the best dress for you. And it's really not about the dress or the style here. I'm showing you the cut of this arm, which unless you have the extremely tight toned and firm arms, and a great bust line, this is not going to be a type of sleeve or sleeveless outfit that you want to wear. Here is our First Lady of old, it seems, but really not that long ago. Now, she rocked it. My girls tell me all the time that that's their word, and I'm picking up their words because, it's good to be around young people. They say, Miss Obama, she rocked the sleeveless, because before I run this through you, I run things by my girls, and they love it. There's no question that she's a younger woman still, but she works out to get arms like that. And if you want arms like this and to wear sleeveless like this, you and I have to do the same. Don't know if I would ever wear just like that again, or cut or sleeveless something like that again, but I do continue to work out my arms because the jiggle that's underneath there doesn't do me service anymore, so I want to get rid of that. A short sleeve. Now, short sleeves are very iffy when it comes to style and you're talking about an outer garment. Short sleeves, unless it's something really spectacular and special, it doesn't give you a lot of style and a lot of pizzazz. And Style with Joy is both drama, pizzazz, and style at the highest. So it depends. This is classic, this is clean, this is quite attractive. I'm not sure if it's really fashionable or stylish for the, I don't like the word average, for the normal. We're all normal, maybe, a woman. So that depends. Now here again, you have a sleeve that's a draped sleeve falling over the arm, like an elbow length, more or less extended, kind of a combination of the two. Depending on you and your body shape, can be very, very attractive, this sleeve. And these sleeves can be put anywhere. Now here is a different take on what I just shared with you about sleeves. Here is a short sleeve, but look at the fabrication. Look at the design of the sleeve. It's stylish. It's fashionable. It might not be for you. It might not be for me. It doesn't matter. It's a fashionable and stylish short sleeve. So what I said earlier about just a bland, basic short sleeve, When you put something like this up, it tells a story, does it not? It tells you the difference between basic, average, ordinary, and a little bit more pizzazz with your short sleeve. I happen to love this. Not for me. Most, maybe, I don't know who's out here, who's tuned in. Maybe not for you, but it's a great looking sleeve. Here is what's in vogue now. The drop shoulder, because the saying is that a lot of mature women, especially, don't have the best arms, the best shoulder, but here, the bone and across can be quite attractive. And this is not an easy sleeve to wear, my friend. So when you go out shopping and you try this, be aware that you have to try these sleeves on and move around because they're not as attractive as they are. They're not easy to wear, and they're not appealing on a lot of women. I leave that to you. Here's the sleeve, elbow sleeve and sequins, just dressy, meaning it's a little bit more beyond the short sleeve, adds a little bit more pizzazz, right? Just a simple button front long sleeve. Everybody has a couple of these in the closet, right? Here again, a little cape sleeve, dressy. A long sleeve that you can kind of roll up, just showing you the different lengths. Elasticize around the bottom of the sleeve. And that's the end. Here, again, long that she elasticized that she's pushed up. Pretty. And back to this. And again, a long sleeve in a print, a dress, quite attractive. Another elbow. But this elbow has some pizzazz, has some attractiveness to it. So which way am I going here? I don't know which way I'm going here. Right, left, back. Love this. All right, and here's another drop shoulder. Now, let's get to, while I have these up, I'm going to go back to the beginning. And what I'm going to do is show these to you while I'm speaking and telling you a little bit about the sleeves that are new today. And we're going to start at the beginning. And what I want to speak to you about are all the different variations that are in sleeves today. We started here. So what I'm going to do is solo this, and I'm going to just go through them slowly. And I just want you to simply be aware. You like that red? She says, I like that red. Let me get this out of here for a second. Let me just say this. If you are here and new for the first time, do sign up for the complimentary. You won't regret it, and you'll find it quite useful. And if you've not joined my Facebook group, please join Style with Joy, because we have lots of things on the horizon that we want to share with you. And we're talking about your joy, your style, and finding what's right and what's best for you. Now, before we go further here, this is what I want to do. I want to speak to the different variations of sleeves as I go through this, because I want you to be thinking as I pronounce them and speak to you briefly about them. I want you to be thinking about what you think would be the best for you. How about the bell sleeve or the tunic sleeve? That's not what I'm going to be showing you. I'm just going to highlight back through these. The bell sleeve and the tunic sleeve is a beautiful sleeve. I've shown you sleeves before, and they are for which body shape? That's what I want you to be thinking about. The bishop sleeve or the puffy sleeve. That's not the sleeve I'm showing you here. I'm just highlighting through these. The flounce sleeve. The flounce sleeve, by the way, is a good sleeve for almost everyone. Now that I'm doing this, I'm thinking it would have been a good thing to bring them all to show you, but you've seen them before. And then if you have questions, I want you to address them with me. A ruffle or a tiered sleeve, a great sleeve here. This drop off the shoulder. And an extra long sleeve. We're beginning to see a lot of those. The cold shoulder, which I showed you a moment ago. The layered sleeve, tiered, different layers. The balloon sleeve, the great big sleeve, and all of the other different sleeves that are here for you to see. The elasticized long sleeve. I'm just going to show you. All right, here we go back through. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to start thinking about sleeves in another direction. I want you to start thinking about sleeves and the best sleeves for you. And I want you to be honest with yourself. When it comes to balance, harmony, and grace, which is what you're looking for, if you're looking for your style, your signature style that fits you best, and you want to stamp it to you so that it's indigenous and your signature, your stamp, you want to be sure that you're honest with yourself. If your arms, like mine, are no longer in the best condition, not in the best shape, not as tight toned and firm as you would like for them to be, then sleeveless is not going to work for you, or tank tops and things like that. That does not mean that you cannot still be fashionable and timely in what you're wearing. Because if you got something that wiggles underneath and jiggles and it's a little crepey and creepy, and this applies also to the bust line, which we're going to speak to at another time, you have to be honest. We don't want you, because you're here because you care. And if you didn't care, you wouldn't be here, because this would not be the show that you would be interested in. You want to present your best self at all times. And there's certain parts of your body that you're not going to want to be shown in its natural beauty. And it is beauty, it's just changed. Our bodies change, we change. It's life. So there's no reason to attempt to revert back to what we were when we want to move forward to be the best that we are at this time in our lives. And that's why, for me, forever youthful is much more appealing than forever young, because you are young in your heart and your spirit and your essence. But what you want to do is make sure that you are youthful in your outlook and your projection, and your style, your fashion style projects that, it speaks to that. So what I want you also to do, my friends, if you're tuning in here for the replay and you're coming in later, make sure you go to my Leading Ladies Leaving Legacies and type in ladies here in the comments, and you'll be connected to join that group. And also, as well, you can sign up and comment style here, and you'll be delivered your complimentary ebook for Style with Joy. Now, I see here, looks, let's see what she says, looking like I prefer the look of the elbow length. Roz, you weren't here at the beginning when I mentioned that is a very popular sleeve and not the most stylish sleeve to wear. Yet, depending on the style and the fabrication that you're putting it in, it can be a great sleeve. So this is something, when you and I meet one-on-one, what look is that? I went so fast that I should have put this up when you guys were speaking. What I can do is speak with you about the best sleeve, depending on your arm, that's going to fit for you. And may I share with you, not knowing many of you out there, all of my loyal and faithful, I love my Roz. She says, I figure I may want to fly one day, so I let the bat wings stay where they are, I suppose. That's so cute. What I want to be able to help you with is to discover what are the best sleeves for you. And not only the sleeves, because we're talking about fit here. I really want to get into, which is difficult to do, but I'm going to find a way to talk to you about fabric, because fabric is so important when it comes to not only the fit of the sleeves through here and through the cut of the arm and how it fits you through the bust line and all of that. It's so important that you know which sleeve and which is best for you. And that makes a big, big difference. Let's see what she says here. You like the cape sleeve. Now, the cape sleeve, Roz, is a fascinating sleeve. I love that sleeve as well, because I have a lot of, as you most of you know by now, I have a lot of drama. I wanted to see Anna said, hi, Anna, I see you here. Good for you. And I see my always loyal and faithful Adair here too. Good, 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 good. Now, I just want to take this away for now. What I want you to get to know is what is the best sleeve for you and the best tops and fabrication, because it's going to be different for everybody. Let's take her out of here for now. It's going to be different for everybody. I want you to be aware of, and by the way, when it comes to sleeveless, cap, drop, extended shoulder, and for that matter, the short and the elbow, depending on the fabrication, It can be worn with a jacket or a top over it, which the ageless, forever youthful woman 90% of the time will do. Because if you have this under here, this is not going to be something that you want to be jiggling and wiggling in the wind and that you want to show. So you have to find a way and a fabrication and a style that fits you best. And 3/4 flare and many of the other type of shoulder, not shoulder, but sleeves will fit you best. The flounce sleeve is a great sleeve. The tiered sleeve is a great sleeve. The ruffle, depending on where the ruffle falls on your body, can be great too. Let me put this over here. Now here is the elbow sleeve. Now this easily you could put a jacket or a top over, which would fit very well. And the same here I'm talking now for the forever youthful woman. For this type of sleeve, you could also put a jacket or something over, because unless you have tight, toned, firm arms, this is not a sleeve you're going to wear, not if you're looking for style. I think maybe this was one of the dresses that one of you, my loyal and faithful, mentioned that you like. This happens to be a very pretty dress. By the way, let me just mention this while we're at this. I'm going to bounce. I'm a bouncer anyway. This is a high-low dress. And I had a show not too long ago. I'll bring things back again and again because I want you to remember some of these things. Hi, Charlie. Good to see you. One of the things that we're talking about, high-low, we're talking at this particular show that I did, we talked leggings, jeggings, and tights. It's not for the forever youthful woman, really. Because I'm going to say this, I'm going to get a lot of flack, but you know what? Somebody needs to say it. Unless you have a luscious, delicious, absolutely appetizing, appealing, phenomenal tush, backside, derriere, there's no need to sashay, saunter, and roam around with that showing. Because if you have panty lines showing and you have lumps and bumps and cellulite, who wants to see that? And what's sexy and feminine about that? Nothing. So what you want to do, the high-low, and the high-low is coming back. And why? Because there are many women like you and like me who said, I'm tired of looking at BUTTs that have no appeal whatsoever. So you want to wear the tights, the leggings, the jeggings, and for that matter, slacks or trousers, if that's the case, where the buttocks is covered. Nobody's going to tell you that, but somebody needs to start talking about that because the designers are selling. What am I doing here? I'm putting myself in. They're promoting and they're selling, and that's okay. We get that. Business is business, but you don't have to buy into that because everything that they're promoting is not for all of us. We have to know what works best for us. Leggings, jeggings, and tights are great running to the gym, supermarket with the right top and whatever over it, but not when you're going out for business and in any type of setting where you want to showcase your greatness. It's not going to be in leggings, jeggings, and tights. And the same applies for sleeves in a way. If you're going to be wearing sleeveless with all of this, no, 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 no. As my friend said to me, Joy, it diminishes your value. And it does. And that's not what you want. So I love, yes. Well, Ross says, I love V-necks. And V-necks, by the way, let me just say this. Woohoo, I love this. I love it when you give me feedback. V-neck happens to be one of the most popular necklines out here for us. And why? Because it elongates us, regardless to the face. It gives us more definition. And if the V is cut in the right way, where the boobies aren't actually showing, because I don't really get, and we're going to have a show about this soon, why women feel they have to showcase their bosom. It's not necessary. It's just not necessary. And I'm not stodgy. I'm not old-fashioned. I'm not outdated. And I'm not in another time zone. I am as in tune and in sync with today as almost anyone, except for technology. I'm still working on that. Yet I say all the time, when you look at a woman and all of this is showing, I just wonder what the purpose is. And this is not only for us, the average everyday, it's also for a lot of women who have power, money, and education and looks and everything. But we're not in the entertainment industry. That's a skin sex trade. I don't care how talented and gifted so many of the people that I love and admire are. That's different. You can almost condone that a little bit. But that's not us. We're not there. I don't think many of us really want to be there. We just want to enjoy what they give us. So now I have ran off into another direction, but that's my real nature, so you'll get to know me. Remember this about sleeves. You want fit. You want, whether it's sleeveless, short, cap, drop, extended, elbow, three-quarter, bracelet, one and the same, different terminology, long, raglan, and all the new shapes that I mentioned to you, and we went over. And if you want that show again, we'll go over that again. But there are other things in the hopper that I want to share with you. Just be aware that fit is just as important with your sleeve and the shape and the cut and the fit of it for your body shape, your style, and your preference as anything else. And with that in mind, cap sleeve is lovely as well. Yes, the cap sleeve happens to be, it's never about me, my ladies, never ever. But I share things with you because I want you to get to know me as I want to get to know you. I happen to wear a lot of cap sleeves under a lot of jackets and tops that I wear all the time because I need to breathe and I want the air. So it's good. I don't really wear the sleeveless, but the little cap coming over and then a jacket over fits for me, and it fits for a lot of women. You have to determine whether or not that's for you. And if your arms are toned tight and firm, then you can wear it without a jacket over it. That's the beauty of it. And these are the things we discuss one-on-one. So Effie, I love your name, by the way. I had a favorite aunt. Should I tell you what her name was? Effie, my Aunt Effie. She was a hairstylist and she was funny. Oh my God, I wish I had her sense of humor. I adored the woman. Anyway, my friends, may I say thank you all for being here. It's always good to see you here. I love it that you leave me your comments and I will respond to them. And may I say to you, I say this all the time, my loyal and faithful, oh, Charlie, it's so good to see you. Do me this favor. If there's anything that you want me to speak more about, that you have a question mark about, or something that you want to know more about, that's why I'm here. And when the time comes, we'll do a lot of one-on-ones. But until then, I simply want to share information with you that will benefit you. A lot of it you might know, but it's good to hear it from another perspective, and especially a knowing perspective, an expert perspective, which is me. So my friends, thank you as always. It's always good to see you here. I love to look out and see you here. And I love your comments. You are, for me, my heartbeat. I love seeing you here. By the way, tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, I have a fascinating lady. I always bring you fascinating ladies, don't I? Ross said to me, last week we had a wonderful conversation with Jenna about the generational groups, the different segments. It was interesting to me because me and you, or you wouldn't be here, we're perennial students. We love learning. So tomorrow night, we're going to talk about emotional intelligence. Oh my, how long has it taken me to get here? And still I wiggle here and there. And so come and join us tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. You'll love the show. I promise you that. And thank you again for being here. I love you all. It's always good to see you here. And I look forward to seeing you here again tomorrow night. Same time, same station. Have a great evening, morning, afternoon, night, whatever it is, wherever you are, because we think global, big. All the best until the next time. Cheers, and thank you for coming.